So the Qin Sias is going to add at least 3 to that. So at minimum, we're removing 4% of the enemy's health every time we land a basic attack. We're just going to trade this, turn into the turtle, get the knock-up. He's able to take out the shield, but we're able to get the damage off and get the pick. We just heal from our ultimate. There's his dash. We're going to blink, use our mink to dash to him, increase our attack speed, pin him, use our 1, increase our attack speed, and we're able to get the pick onto Guan Yu. We would not have been able to do that without Stone Cutting Sword. Stone Cutting Sword removed 30 of his physical protections, allowing us to deal more damage. What a do, Skibidi Boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Erlang Shen in Jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you subscribe and check out the channel for some more content. If you are a returning viewer, Erlang Shen works really well in Jungle because he's kind of an early game bully. He's got a dash and he's also got some CC that can help him pin down opponents once he's caught up to them. So let's go ahead and jump into Erlang's kit. Erlang's 1, Spot Weakness. When activated, Erlang's going to gain additional physical damage on each basic attack. If this buff has ended and the ability is on cooldown, successful basic attacks are going to reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1 second. This buff lasts for 5 seconds. Erlang's 2 is Pin. Erlang's going to throw his spear and it's going to damage enemies on impact. Enemies in the dead center, whenever this ability lands, are going to be rooted in place for 1.3 seconds. Erlang's 3, 72 transformations. Erlang's going to dash forward. He can either turn into a mink or a turtle. Whenever he turns into a mink, he's going to dash and damage all enemies, stopping at the first enemy god hit and increasing attack speed for 4 seconds. When he's in the turtle stance, he's going to knock up all enemies and gain a health shield for 12 seconds. The shield health is going to be 70 at level 1 and then 230 at level 5. The attack speed buff from the mink stance is going to be 15 at level 1 and 35 at level 5. Erlang Shen's ultimate, 9 turns blessings. Erlang's going to throw out a cone in front of him that's going to taunt enemy gods. Erlang's going to gain damage mitigation for the next 4 seconds. If Erlang is still alive after the 4 seconds, he's going to be healed for a flat amount plus 15% of his maximum health. The damage mitigation is 10% at level 1 and 15% at level 5, and the taunt duration is 1.2 seconds. And Erlang's passive, Howling Celestial Dog. Each time Erlang Shen hits an enemy with a basic attack, his dog is going to hit as well for 15% of his basic attack power and 1% of the target's maximum health. The percentage only works against enemy gods and enemy minions, so it doesn't work against fire giant or camps. So we are able to invade the enemy red buff. We're going to have to fall back right here. If they're chasing, they're wasting their time because they're missing a wave and mid. I don't think they're really going to chase us all the way to our red buff. So we went speed, we went blue, then we used Hand of the Gods on the Harpies, and that allowed us to reach middle lane before the enemy Janus. With enough lane pressure, we then invaded the enemy red buff. They kind of chased us. Normally, we would want to hit the enemy red buff, oracles, and then hit our red buff, but since they were chasing, we didn't really go for the oracles. We blink. We need to activate our 1 to get that bonus power. We use our 2 to get the pin. He's out of mana. We dash, but then we cancel our dash. We thought we were going to knock him up. We had him dead to right, but we oofed. We oofed hard. We had him. That was an easy pick. We would have had first blood, which would have been an additional 500 gold in our pocket. So, small misplay there. We're going to go ahead and get the tier 1 boots, and then we're off to do another rotation. We're going to use our mink so we get there a little bit quicker, and we have increased attack speed for 3 seconds, but we're not going to be at the camp by the time the attack speed expires. So Erlang Shen does have a attack chain. It is normal hit, normal hit, normal hit, and then on his 4th it's going to be a cleave that hits multiple enemies and does more damage than the first 3 hits. Erlang Shen has 3 abilities, so you could potentially use a basic ability, cancel your basic attack chain, and then keep going with basics. You can do this 3 times. We go ahead and drop the blue buff for our Hades. Make our way to the Harpies. And I believe we're playing with a full 5 people. from the Discord server. If you're ever trying to play, the Discord server is in the link down below. I recruit people for games and streams through the Discord. If you're ever interested, that's the place to join. They have 2 people in mid. Nox is pretty weak, so we're probably just going to clear this wave for her. We use our 2 to hit all the minions. We're not using it to pin anyone. We're going to dash through, try to get a little poke onto the Yanis. We used our 1 correctly this time. We get some good damage. He pokes us back, but we should be good. That is a Yanis jungle, by the way. Pretty atypical to see that. Since he's a mage, he's going to need a few items before he really starts hitting hard. As a warrior in jungle, we need a lot less items than he does. We kind of have strong base power. We hit level 5, we're going to use our mink, and we should be able to dash out of there. Okay. If we can get Nox to tank the red buff, we should be able to hit the red buff as well. Nox is coming, so we're going to go ahead and hit the red buff. Now we're going to make our way to the back harpies, keep farming where we can. We almost have enough money for boots. And if you thought we were going into Golden Blade, you are wrong. We're not going into Golden Blade on Erlang. We're going to go boots and then stone cutting sword, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to go ahead and go with the ninja Tabi, so we get that increased attack speed by 25%. This is going to help with our jungle clear, and it's also going to help us just get basics on the enemy. You could try to build an ability-based Erlang for jungle, but I think the attack speed is a little bit better, especially when it comes to late game. We're going to go ahead and drop our yellow buff. Looks like Hades might get the pick onto Guan Yu. There's Guan Yu's ult, so now he's even more appealing for us to try to gank him right here. I think we have the damage. We're going to blink in, we're going to taunt him, we're going to pin him, we're going to dash through, we're going to use our 1. We forgot to push our 1, but we're able to get the pick. The heal from our ultimate allows us to survive that. We did get damage mitigation, and that took 10% off the damage we were taking from the tower shots. We're going to go ahead and fall back to the blue. So now that we've ganked solo lane, our timing on our rotations are going to be a little bit off, but that's alright. We were able to get a pick and help out our Hades. So Hades is now a 7, Guan Yu is a 6, so hopefully he'll be able to push that lead. We don't need to do too much more in that lane. We're going to go ahead and work on these mid harpies. Not sure if Nox was close enough to get that XP or not. Not sure why we backed right there. Yeah, that was a weird time to back. I don't know why we backed right there. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go hit our red buff for the Nox. If we didn't back, we probably could have tried to invade. Very odd. Yanis is here. He's pretty low on mana, but we're going to go and try to help out in left lane. Gotta be kind of careful. Sobek is not known for his damage as a support. We get the pin while Nox is there. Oh, we dash, but Hercules is able to knock us out of our dash. Nox uses her ultimate, is able to get the pick. We taunt Hercules back in. And Sobek's able to get the pick onto the Hercules. Nice, so we rotated, we cleaned up. Mid came along with us. Right now, I think we have enough pressure to get the Gold Fury. We dash in with our 3, so we get a little bit of his shield. It's going to take a shot or 2 for us. We're going to take it a little bit, and then we're going to pass it to a teammate. We do need 4 people this early, because we need 4 people to pass it to. Heimdall goes down. And we're able to get the pick onto the Gold Fury. That's going to be some additional gold for us. Our speed buff is up, so we're going to go ahead and back. Sobek was trying to get us to hit the oracles, but we're going to try to get to our speed buff as quickly as possible.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Our blue buff is up, so whenever we ganked solo, the timers were a little bit off, but we took a while to get to our speed, so now blue is up, meaning that our timers are back to normal.
I'm going for jungle.
We're trying to let our solo laner know that we're going for blue if they want to rotate over and get some of this gold or XP. Guan Yu was looking pretty healthy, so I don't think there's much we could do if we tried to gank him. We're just going to save our time and keep farming. Going to get the cleave from our basic attack and then use an ability. Baba Yaga is nearby. We're going to dash in. She dashes out. We're going to go ahead and use this momentum to try to invade the enemy red buff. It's not there, so we're going to fall back to mid. Baba Yaga's dashes down. We pin her. Nox gets us a pick, and we're able to clean her up with our basic attacks. So she just overstepped a little bit. Plus she got caught in the Nox 2-1 combo, which is just a gross combo. We intentionally, not intentionally, but we dashed right into that ult, or into that portal. Missing a few basics, but that's alright. This Janus is pretty weak. We're going to try to blink over the wall, but we get hit by a harpy. So it says that our red buff is still there. We're going to go ahead and hit it. I guess the Janus missed his ultimate. And if I had to guess, I'm guessing that that Janus is on the red buff. So we're going to go check the red buff. I just have a feeling. Oh, looky who it is. And we're able to get the pick onto the Janus. Baba Yaga is able to get the pick onto Nox. She's looking pretty tanky. We're going to get the pin. She uses her Aegis. So that's a small win. We don't really need to push her more than that. I don't know why we decided to dash over the silence. That was not going to work. We're going to go ahead and hit these mid harpies, and then we're going to back, get our stone cutting sword online, and then make a rotation to speed, blue, then harpies. So the stone cutting sword is going to provide us 50 physical power, which is a decent amount, and it's also going to provide us 7% movement speed. It has a passive that our melee attacks are going to decrease the enemy's physical protections by 10 and increase our physical protections by 10, which can stack up to 3 times. This is going to be very helpful for going against the Hercules and going against the Guan Yu.
Your left tower is under attack.
It's also going to increase our jungle clear by quite a bit. Guan Yu is able to get the pick onto the Hades. Even though Hades isn't here to pick up his blue, we're going to go ahead and drop it, so that way we can keep our farm going. It's going to hurt Hades a little bit. But it's either sacrifice a little bit of farm, or sacrifice a little bit of farm so Hades can get the blue, or just get the blue. Maximize our farm. We're able to dodge the Baba Yaga ability. Janus's 2 is starting to hit a little bit. Nox uses her ultimate, a swing and a miss. It looks like we're rotating to left. Up here comes the Hercules. Wow, did we miss Hercules on the minimap? There's the Artemis. We're going to dash, we get caught on a trap, we're going to pin her, and we're just going to kind of pull back. No need to fight that, we're going to rotate back to mid. That was a weird rotation, I don't exactly know why we did that. Our damage buff is up, we're going to try to drop, nope, we're going to go help him. Yep, we're going to help, I'm sorry, we're going to go for the damage buff. We're kind of all over the place this game. We're going to drop this in case we lose the team fight, they can't invade anything for it. We're going to wait for the Janus portal to disappear. We're going to dash in. We get the pin onto 2. And we're going to fall back because we don't have any follow-up damage. We're going to go ahead and drop these harpies. We could help with that wave in mid. I don't exactly know why we're back. And we're probably looking at the speed timer and saying, let's back for speed. You don't have to back every single time your speed buff comes up. We probably didn't need to back right there. It's kind of just force a habit for me. So our damage is going up because as we damage these jungle camps, we're removing some of their protections.
Nice job. I'm going for
Nox is able to get a pick in mid. We're going to go ahead and drop the blue buff.
no problem. Thanks. On my way.
We're going to come up from behind them in mid. If her dash is down, just goes down. We're going to dash in, kind of dash out. No need to tower dive like that. We're going to see if we can help left, because Yanis is over there.
My way.
Artemis is pretty weak. We're going to blink in, just kind of eat our ultimate, taunt her, pin her, and we're able to get the pick onto the Artemis. We're going to dash in. We do get hit by that slow on the ground from the Yanis, so that is going to affect us while we're in our dash. Interesting mechanic, I didn't think it would, but it actually does affect us in our dash. I wonder if that's with all dashes or just Erlang's dash.
Retreat.
I was playing a game of Nike the other day, and her 2 bounces people back. It does not bounce Guan Yu back in his dash, but it will bounce Vamana back in his dash. So sometimes it's just, you think it would do one thing, but then it's all about how it's actually coded. We have enough money for Qin Sias, which is going to be our next item. We're going to check the enemy red buff. It's not there. Now we're going to look to apply a little bit of pressure. Get the pin onto the Baba Yaga. We're able to clean her up before she's able to dash away. Hercules just used his dash. We're just going to fall back. That's all we could really do. We're going to farm while we're waiting for our cooldowns. Yanis comes in. He just uses portal out if we can get the pin. Unfortunately, we do not get the pin, but we are able to scare him off of his speed buff. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Thank you very much. Hercules, if he goes between the 2 towers, we might be able to do something right here. We're going to dash in, get a basic or 2. We get taunted, and now we are... Yeah, so that was very weird. We were about to cast our ultimate. I'm on quick cast, so as soon as I release the button, it should cast. But what happened was I got sent to the Giannis portal while I was releasing the button, so the icon indicator was still there, but it didn't do its normal quick cast. So right here, we're just going to throw our 2, and we're able to get the pick onto her. We got to wiggle around. We're going to try to turtle out. We get poked again. And the classic problem in Smite. You try to turtle, but you accidentally mink. If we would have gotten our turtle, we would have knocked up, and then there's a much more likely chance that we would have gotten out of there. But since we were in the mink, we stopped at the first enemy god that we hit, which was the Hercules. So after going into Stone Cutting Sword, we're going to be going into Hasten. Nope, we're going to be going into Qin Sias. Qin Sias is going to provide us 40 power, 20% attack speed, and it has a passive that our basic attacks are going to deal damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target has over 2,000 health, the bonus damage is going to scale up. This effect is going to reach a maximum of 5% at 2,750 health. On that last pick, we got pretty greedy chasing that Artemis all the way between her tier 2 and her Phoenix, but I think it was worth it. We probably could have gotten out, except for we went in the wrong form on our dash. Qin Sias is going to be a very helpful item. Our dog is removing 1% of the enemy's maximum health every time we land a basic attack. So the Qin Sias is going to add at least 3 to that. So at minimum, we're removing 4% of the enemy's health every time we land a basic attack. We're just going to trade this, turn into the turtle, get the knock up. He's able to take out the shield, but we're able to get the damage off and get the pick. We just heal from our ultimate. There's his dash. We're going to blink, use our mink to dash to him, increase our attack speed, pin him, use our 1, increase our attack speed. And we're able to get the pick onto Guan Yu. We would not have been able to do that without Stone Cutting Sword. Stone Cutting Sword removed 30 of his physical protections, allowing us to deal more damage. Chances are, since he's going against the Hades, his first defensive item was a magical one. So if he only had base physical protections, there's a good chance that we reduce his physical protections below 10, possibly even 0. We're going to go ahead and take the speed buff. We're going to see if we can do anything here. Get a basic. She dashes out. We're going to over her. We're going to see if we can do anything to this Hercules. We get a poke. We're going to go ahead and dash out because Baba Yaga just used her ultimate. No need to fight into Baba Yaga while she's ulting. Janus portals out. Hades goes in. Hades is able to silence the Baba Yaga out of her ultimate. Everyone's able to get out of the Hades ultimate. Artemis uses her ultimate. We're going to go ahead and taunt the Janus. Get some basics. And we're able to get the pick onto the Janus. Janus. I think it's Janus. So we push them back pretty far. I'm saying let's get gold. Team's still fighting, so we're going to kind of rotate back, see if we can help out. We don't have the most amount of mana, so we are going to want to play it kind of careful. Nothing comes from it, and now we're going to go for Gold Fury. This is a Primal Fury, so the Primal Fury, once you destroy the Gold Fury, it's going to rotate between the Primal Fury and the Oni Fury. The Primal Fury is going to give us a buff that allows us to do 5% more damage to jungle camps. This includes all the color camps, Harpies, Gold Furies, and the Fire Giant. We can stack Primal Fury buffs up to 3 times in a game. It is also going to spawn an enhanced minion wave in each lane. So let's see if we can get the little icon on the map for it. It looks like just normal dots, but I'm pretty sure those waves have increased protections and deal a little bit more damage. So they will destroy the enemy wave without anyone doing any damage to the enemy wave.
Nice job.
We're going to go ahead and just keep farming up. Our attack speed's getting a little bit nutty. And we're going to be going into Toxic Blade after Qin Sias. Toxic Blade is going to give us 100 health, 15 flat penetration, 30% attack speed, and 7% movement speed. Let's see if we can cut this Guan Yu off. We're going to dash in. And we're able to get the pick onto the Guan Yu. Toxic Blade's passive. Enemies hit by our basic attacks are going to gain 20% reduced healing. This can stack up to 2 times and last 8 seconds. We're trying to buff Janus's damage numbers. That's what we were doing right there. Just kidding. Sometimes we just walk into things because they look pretty. We're gonna go ahead and kind of rotate back to our side of the map. We just made a good push. Heim's getting left tower. We're gonna go ahead and drop the blue buff. We're gonna make our way to the mid camp. Not the mid camp, the Harpy camp. Looks like there's a bit of a fight going on in the left jungle. We're going to try to regroup with our teammates. Looks like they're falling back. We're going to go for the red buff. We're still not level 20, so we are trying to farm up. We're going to go ahead and drop the purple buff. And just trying to intimidate that Harpy with some basic attacks before actually committing to the damage. Looks like Hercules is in mid. We're going to see if we could bird him down. We get the meek on him. That's going to increase our attack speed. 3 people are rotating in, so we're going to fall back. It's not the best fight for us. I feel like one of the most helpful things you can do in Smite is analyze the fight and see if it's going to be a good fight or a bad fight. They had 3 damaging characters following their front line, the Hercules. So we were all focused on Hercules. The damage was about to come. So we needed to fall back and kind of regroup. See if anyone spreads out a little bit.
stand in our way again.
Hades is able to get the pick onto Artemis. Giannis is here. We're going to dash in on him. We're able to pin him before he's able to get to the wall. We're going to fall back, try to help our Nox out a little bit. Get some good damage onto this Guan Yu. He walks into the Nox too, and we're able to... Oh, we didn't pin the Hercules. He dashes. He's one shot. We're going to let the minions get him for us. We're able to get a double from it. We're going to go ahead and taunt in. Taunt this Baba Yaga. She uses her beads, so we're going to fall back. There goes their Guan Yu. I'm pretty sure he comes back pretty quickly. We're going to go ahead and invade the enemy speed buff. So our team's grouped around this mid tower. If we can't get the mid tower, we should rotate for an objective like the Pyromancer or Fire Giant. So it looks like we're making the call to do that now. If there's multiple people hiding in a tower, that means that they're probably going to wait around, clear the next wave, and then try to push out. So that's going to buy you a window to rotate to an objective and then try to make a play for the objective. I think we can do it. We're going to ward it. Nope. It's a little risky. Giannis comes in. He gets plucked. We can pin him. Got to keep him away from those walls. And we're able to get the pick onto the Giannis. Now we should be able to get Fire Giant. Artemis is all the way in left. Giannis is down. They have Baba Yaga and Hercules who could try to make a play for it. We use our Mink. We're going to get increased attack speed. That is going to put us at 2.3% attack speed. The cap for attack speed is 2.5. So we're not reaching the cap by any means quite yet. We're able to burn down the Fire Giant. We're going to go ahead and use our turtle. Get on out of there. And we're going to go ahead and back. After going into Toxic Blade, we are going to be going into Hasten Katana. Hasten Katana is going to provide us 25 power, 15% attack speed, and 7% movement speed. Hitting an enemy with a basic attack is going to grant hasten for 1 second. This removes the basic attack penalty when damaging enemies. So you're going to be able to stick to them like glue. Guan Yu rejoins. We have 13 of our 18 kills this game. After going into Hasten, we're going to sell our starter item and start going into Serrated Edge. Serrated Edge is going to provide us 25 power, 10% lifesteal, 20% penetration, and 7% movement speed. We are really interested in that 10% lifesteal and that 20% penetration. It has a passive for each non-ultimate ability on cooldown. You're going to gain a stack of Cruelty. Each stack provides 10 basic attack power and 3% lifesteal. So that's going to increase our damage a little bit. But like I said, we want that lifesteal and percentage penetration. We have Oni minions, so we just got the Oni Fury. That is going to give us some gold, and it's going to spawn a Oni Wave in each lane. Oni Wave is better than... I think an Oni Wave could take on a Fire Minion Wave, if I'm not mistaken. And if you have a Phoenix down, it can be a Fire Oni Minion Wave. We're going to go ahead and pin this Hercules. We're going to stick to him. We have Hasten now, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We're able to bait out the Artemis ult. We're going to kind of just jump, let him know. And now we're going to rotate back. Missing some basics. Kind of chunking this Hercules. We're going to use our 2. We're able to get the knockup. We're going to try to stick to this Hercules. We're able to get the pick onto the Hercules. Han yeets the Artemis into space. We're going to stick to her. We're going to pin her. And Heim's able to get the pick. We use our 3 to get a shield. Give Heim another shot on the tower. We're rotating. We're trying to wait for minions. And then we realize we don't need to do that at all. Heim's going to rotate in. And we're gonna go ahead and burn down this tower. We have Hades pushing right. We have 2 people pushing mid. So we are doing a major split push. We have our minions about to come in. I don't think anyone's going to be able to contest. We're going to mink so we get that increased attack speed. That puts us at 2.5% attack speed. So we are just 0.05 under the cap whenever we use our mink. We're going to try to make a play for the Yanis. We pin him. We got to keep him away from walls. And the Nox is able to get the pick onto the Yanis. We're going to go ahead and rotate right. Probably didn't need to do that. Hades was going to be able to get it. We're able to get the middle Phoenix, and now we're going to try to push into the Titan room. Looks like Hercules is done. We're going to fall back a little bit. Our team is diving them. So we pushed them to their fountain, and the Titan got right there. So they can hit us with attacks from the fountain, which is not ideal. I don't know what happened right there. I really don't, but we're able to get the W. Well, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all or just had a good time, subscribe to the channel and check out some more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.